I hereby open this meeting of the Tyngsborough Conservation Commission under the State Wetland Protection Act, Mass General Law C-131 S-40 in accordance with the Town of Tyngsborough Wetland Protection Bylaw on this day, July 8, 2025. First item on the agenda, Director Determination for 385 Dunstable Road, map 22, parcel 2-0, soil boring for installing monitoring wells.
Okay, you're up, Emily.
Okay. Hi, thank you, everyone. So we are working on a project with Republic Services. I work for the consulting company, CEC. And the property had 2 underground storage tanks, and those were recently removed with the associated piping and pumps. There were some indications that there was a potential release underneath the dispensing pumps. So we just wanted to perform additional assessments of the soil and groundwater to make sure that that's not part of a historical release, or if it is part of a newer release, that we're taking the appropriate actions to do what's necessary. So some of the soil borings are in the pavement of the property, and then some of those are going to be advanced to monitoring wells, and then we have 2 monitoring wells which are right along the wetlands buffer. So that's why I wanted to bring it up with you guys and submit this application to make sure we're okay to do geoprobe drilling in those monitoring well locations.
You have any questions? I'm fine with it.
Fine with it?
Yeah. That's the
The soil they're taking out, is it contaminated?
So was the soil you took out contaminated?
I'm sorry, what?
Is the soil you had taken out was contaminated?
So the soil that we took out exceeded a reportable concentration under the Massachusetts Contingency Plan. And then when we did further assessments, it was within the standards. So that was the underground storage tank grade. That was our primary focus for the analysis. And then when we were going under the dispensers, those did have some soils that were exceeding standard. That soil is still on the property. We are going to be removing that and disposing that properly, thanks to ESMI in Nashua, New Hampshire. But we just needed to make sure that this is not anything that has to do with historical releases, since there were a couple of historical releases, and the soil is also fill material, which could be indicative of the contaminants that we're looking at as well.
These from the fuel tanks that were there years ago? The tanks removed, the fuel tanks that were there years ago?
Yes, and they were just from past May.
Yeah, I worked for BFI in the early 80s, so I know where they are.
Well, long as it's,
You have any comments, questions, Bruce?
I'm okay.
And Lee, you have any comments or questions? Do I get a motion to approve the direct determination?
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make a motion to approve the director's termination on 385 Dunstable Road, map 22, parcel 2-0.
Do I have a second?
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? None. It's approved. Thank you.
You're all set, Emily. Thank you very much.
Thank you, good night.
Okay, first item on the, second item on the agenda. 137 Pawtucket Boulevard, map 27 and 28, parcel 57-0 and 113-0, DEP number 3091028. Mark Furman, an applicant for notice of intent and minor stormwater management permit to raise the existing structure and build a new single-family dwelling with associated grading and utilities within the 100-foot buffer zone to bank, bordering land subject to flooding or the 100-year floodplain, land underwater bodies and waterways in the 200-foot riverfront area of the Merrimack River, continued from June 10th, 2025. Can I have a motion to continue this to August 12th, 2025?
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make a motion to continue this until August 12th.
Do I have a second?
Second that, August 12th.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? None. Second, next item on the agenda, 222 Massapog Road, map 2, parcel 32A-0, DEP number 3091029, Costas Malapanis. Applicant for after-the-fact notice of intent for construction of a granite block wall, removal of 300 square feet of beach sand, installation of sod, workers within the bank of Lake Massapauga with a 100-foot buffer zone, bordering land subject to flooding, 100-year floodplain, 200-foot riverfront, area of unnamed perennial stream, continued from June 10th, 2025. Could I have a
Mr.
motion?
Yeah, Mr. Chairman, I just have one question when was the last time he was physically here? I mean, we've continued this.
This will discuss later.
Okay. Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make a motion to continue this until August 12th.
Second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? None. Next item on the agenda, 185 Pawtucket Boulevard, map 28, parcel 115-0, DEP number 3091033. Vesper Country Club, applicant for notice of intent for the reconstruction of golf hole bunkers at hole numbers 2, 3, 9, 14, and 16, which are within the bordering land subject to flooding, the 200 riverfront area, and the 100-foot buffer zone, continued from June 24th, 2025.
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make a motion to continue this one until July 22nd.
Do I have a second?
I second that.
All in favor? Aye. Opposed? None. Next item on the agenda, Dunstable Road Culvert Map 15, parcels 71 and 59, DEP number 309-1036, Town of Tyngsborough, applicant for notice of intent for the proposed replacement of degraded culvert conveying the North Meadow Brook underneath Dunstable Road, advertised in the Lowell Sun, July 1st, 2025.
Mr. Chair, this is a new hearing.
Need to make a motion.
So, was there a butters list, or we have to, it's not? it's
We
not
provided it.
Yeah, you gotta waive.
on. All right, it's not on here, that's why I was asking.
Can I make
Right,
a motion, Mr. Chairman, can I make a motion to waive the hearing of the bar list?
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Opposed? None. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good evening.
Good evening. I'm Maria Johnsonberg with Tie and Bond, and this is,
My name is Alex Von Camp with Time Bond.
so this is a project for a culvert replacement of the culvert that conveys North Meadow Brook under Dunstable Road. There is a small amount of grading from the project that will go on to the abutting properties on 3 Kristen Way and on Dunstable Road. The Dunstable Road property is owned by the town. The Kristen Road property is a private property. The proponent is the Department of Public Works.
Yep.
So,
I've been in that culvert, I'm very familiar with it.
so the existing culvert is a 4-foot wide elliptical asphalt coated corrugated metal pipe. It's degraded and it's undersized and it's a barrier to fish passage, among other things, which is why we would like to upgrade it. This project has received DER funding to get it through this design phase that we are in. So what we are proposing to do is replace it with a 19-foot 3-sided rigid frame, so it's going to have a much wider span than it actually has, which is designed to meet, to the extent practicable, the Massachusetts River and Stream Crossing standards. We're here because, since it's a culvert, we're in a lot of different resources. We are going to be impacting bank, land underwater, bordering vegetated wetlands, bordering land subject to flooding, riverfront area, and the 100-foot buffer zone. Because of the layout of these resources, most of them are actually like overlapping each other. That said, the impacts that we are proposing are all temporary, and we are going to restore things in place. There will be some minor shifts because it's a much larger culvert, but again, a lot of that area that's being impacted is also, existing roadway and already degraded as the road shoulder. So, as far as best management practices to make sure that we limit the impacts to the extent that we can, we have erosion and sediment controls around the perimeter. We are using cofferdams to essentially create a dry work area to do the replacement in. So we will be using a flow bypass system to take water from in front of one cofferdam to the other side of the other. And we will be regularly inspecting all of those to make sure that everything is functioning properly. The anticipated construction sequence is outlined in section 3.2 of the narrative, but essentially we're going to install the erosion controls, remove the existing culvert, install the existing culvert, and then restore everything, and then take the erosion controls out is like the very general
Yeah.
sequence of things. In terms of regulatory compliance under the Wetlands Protection Act, this is considered a limited project for maintenance and replacement of culverts. We did consider other designs, and this design seemed to be the best for a few reasons. I think I'll let you talk about that later if people want more details. But a few other things were considered and rejected either because of maintenance or cost or et cetera. In terms of the proposed impacts, just for the record, we're looking at 125 linear feet of bank combined from both sides. We're looking at 525 square feet of land underwater. We are looking at 275 square feet of bordering vegetated wetland. We're looking at 6,890 square feet of bordering land subject to flooding, 13,975 square feet of riverfront area, and 7,085 square feet of buffer zone. The good news is that because of the culvert being enlarged substantially, we're actually going to be gaining 1,905 cubic feet of flood storage area under the bordering land subject to flooding.
So, how wide is this culvert?
That's what I was looking for.
The existing culvert is
Oh, yeah, I
4
know.
feet wide. The new one is 19 feet wide.
19 feet wide, good.
19 feet wide.
Yeah, it has to be, that,
Okay.
that flood, you
So-
know that, well, it floods royally over there.
Okay, so they're going, looking at this, this had, what, a 12-inch? What was that, Osberg pipe in there?
Had 4 feet,
4 feet wide?
yeah.
And that was what, Osberg pipe? Like tar
Yeah,
coated?
the old
Yeah, it's a corrugated metal pipe.
metal corrugated.
Corrugated metal, so it's collapsed
Yeah.
evidently.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
In terms of the local wetlands protection bylaw, we are requesting that you waive a few things, mostly because this project is intended to enhance the area.
Yep.
Well, no.
So that's really what I wanted to kind of point out on a higher level.
Yep.
So what specific things would you like to know more about?
Well, I'm really familiar with the area, so,
They're putting everything back to the
Right.
way it was,
Right.
which is one of our bigger concerns, and you're increasing the area of the pipe.
right.
So we have a problem now with a collapsed pipe, and we're gonna increase that volume crossing with a much larger pipe.
It's not a pipe, it's actually a three-sided
Open
rigid
culvert.
frame,
Open
so
culvert.
Okay.
it should not collapse.
It shouldn't
Yeah.
collapse.
No, cemented bed or not,
It's a cement one?
yeah. It'll
Reinforced.
be just like what they put over the elementary school, but bigger, a lot bigger.
What kind of time frame are you looking at in terms of start to finish?
Yeah, the construction schedule is anticipated to be somewhere in the realm of 2 to 3 months from start to finish, but there could be a little bit more on either end for starting up and closing out.
And what's the ideal time to do it? Is summer, winter, or is no, doesn't matter?
Summer,
Okay.
hearing about, yeah.
Rob, you have any questions? I mean, I haven't really got to look over the plans yet, but
No, I think it's good to get rid of the corrugated metal pipe and bring it up to wetland crossing standards. But yeah, I need to look at the plan some more.
and if the board feels, we can have a third peer review if you feel necessary.
Has the DEP had comment on this yet?
Not yet, that's another reason why we'll continue it.
Mass DEP has not provided any comments on this, though they issue those when they issue the
We've been finding they've been
file number.
late lately, like a couple weeks late, so another reason why we want to continue it.
Okay, no, that's understandable,
till
it's
the
just
next meeting,
my
yeah.
experience.
Usually takes them 2 weeks or so to come back with comments, so. Any other questions? Do I get a motion to open up the public part of the hearing?
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make a motion to open the public part of the hearing.
Do I have a
Second that.
second?
Second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anybody in the audience have any questions, comments? Okay, so, we could, no, you can't
No,
close it.
can't close it.
We're
We're
gonna,
not-
we're gonna leave it open to the
Yep.
Till we
DEP.
get DEP
Can't close
comments,
it.
yeah.
So, do we get a motion to continue it to the next meeting?
I'll make a motion, Mr. Chairman, to continue it until July 22nd.
Yep.
I'll
Second
second.
that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? None. Thank
We're,
you.
we're the next one too, so we're gonna stay here.
What's that?
We're the next
Oh.
one too, so we're gonna stay here.
It's a very similar project.
Oh, yeah, I've been in Redgate big time. Redgate Road culvert map 14, parcel 7-1 and 7-2. Parcels 67B-1 and 677. DEP number 309-1037. Town of Tyngsborough applicant for notice of intent for the proposal replacement of the degraded culvert conveying North Meadow underneath Redgate Road, advertised in the Lowell Sun, July 1st, 2025.
Mr. Chair, this is a new hearing.
Do I get a motion to
Waive the reading of the
butters list
butters
and
list
legal notice?
and the legal notice.
Do I have a second?
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
This will make a huge difference over there when this gets completed.
This,
All right. Again, for the record, I'm Maria Johnsonberg with Ty and Bond. We're representing the town of Tyngsborough Public Works Department.
And I'm Alex Von Camp with Ty and Bond.
So what width are you putting over on Redgate?
We are doing a very similar thing. It's also going to be a 19-foot, three-sided rigid frame.
Yeah, because one pipe is totally plugged over there, has been for years.
So this is over the same brook. It's over North Meadow Brook. It's just a few hundred feet down the street from the other one. And similarly, it's in all of the same resource areas. A portion of it is also within mapped natural heritage priority habitat. So we did submit concurrently to Natural Heritage for concurrent MESA project review, and we have been notified that we should hear back from them by the 17th. So
Okay.
we understand that this one has to also be continued, if for no
Yeah.
other reason than that we need that response first.
Yep.
That said, we are doing a lot of very similar things to what we just described for the Dunstable Road. We're having erosion and sediment controls around the perimeter. We're using cofferdams and dewatering and a flow bypass system to create a dry workspace for the culvert replacement, and we'll be inspecting that regularly. In addition, because we are working in natural heritage area that is mapped for wood turtles, the erosion controls are going to also serve as a turtle exclusion barrier to keep them out of the
Yeah.
workspace. We will also comply with whatever else Natural Heritage asks us to do, but that's generally what they ask for turtles. In terms of regulatory compliance, similarly, it qualifies as a limited project under the Wetlands Protection Act. We also considered other alternatives for this one and decided for various reasons that the 19-foot three-sided rigid frame is the best option. For the record for impacts, we are proposing 90 linear feet of impacts to bank, 705 square feet of impacts to land underwater, 175 square feet of impacts to bordering vegetated wetland, 2,110 square feet of impacts to bordering land subject to flooding, 16,205 square feet of impacts to riverfront area and buffer zone, because they completely overlap. Because we are enlarging the culvert substantially, we're going to gain 1,700 cubic feet in the flood storage volume for bordering land subject to flooding. Similarly, we are asking for the same waivers under the local bylaw, essentially, not having to do a habitat evaluation and waivers from working in the no-build and no-disturb zones, because we don't really have a choice for those
Right.
with where it is. Similarly, we're going to restore everything in place when it's done.
Have any questions, Pat?
It's basically the same project,
In general, how do you do the switchover, though, in terms of, you're dealing with a certain amount of volume coming in, and then you have to also take out what's there and put something in, and at a high level, what's the general process for doing that?
For constructing the new structure?
Yes.
So once the temporary water bypass is in place, you excavate as much as you need to remove the existing structure, excavate a little further down to install the new foundations for the new frame that goes in, and then the new frame pieces generally get lifted into place on a crane, usually a small crane, and then from there you can kind of backfill the site, regrade it to the grade that you need it to be at, and then pave back over the new structure.
And how small is that crane? I mean, it's gonna impact the wetland a little bit too, right?
The crane?
Yeah.
It can depend on exactly what the contractor wants to use.
The crane will be stationed from the roadway.
Yes.
It'll be sitting outside and reaching in.
Right,
That would
it's
probably
from,
block
to the extent possible, stuff is gonna be in the roadway. There are smaller pieces of equipment that might have to go down into the dry area to help place things, but the major pieces of equipment are not gonna go off the roadway.
Thank you.
Enrique, have any questions?
This is another project late in the summer that you'd be looking at, so where a lot of the water has been dried up.
Yeah, and hopefully not a rainy summer.
Well, right now, we're kind of running low right now on the water, the table levels right now. I notice in the trout pond's down a couple of feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's probably the better time to do this.
Can I get a motion to open up the public part of the hearing?
Yeah, Mr. Chairman, can I make a motion to open the public hearing?
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anybody in the public have any comments or questions? All right, can we get a motion to continue this till the 22nd?
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make a motion to continue this hearing until July 22nd.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Commission determination. 138 Massapog Road, map 2, parcel 6A-0, removal of 4 trees. Okay, so, all right, we're passing on that one. Next one is 2 Geraldine Place, map 2, parcel 46-0, removal of 3 trees. Do you have some pictures of that, Pam? Okay.
Yep. Do you need me to come up?
Yes, you state your name and address. I thought that was you, but it said you weren't gonna come, so,
I wasn't sure,
no problem.
Hey.
Just state your name and address, please.
Sure. Marlene Colorico, 2 Geraldine Place, Tyngsborough, Massachusetts. So I have 3 trees that need to be taken down. The one at the top of the driveway, I think that's the one, that's the middle. The other one's the one at the top of the driveway. It's literally a dead tree with no vegetation. I just want to cut it down before it falls down and hits the power line. And then the other 2 are halfway down my driveway,
Yeah.
and they're rotting at the bottom, and the bark is falling off, and they're gonna fall, either fall across my driveway or hit my house if they fall, so I just need to take them out to, just for safety.
Okay. Have you looked at any of this?
No, but Emily has,
Emily has,
so
okay.
I talked to her about it before.
Is there any other trees that look like they're rotted or?
No, these, that I can tell so far, those are the only ones that are like that.
I'm just saying if there is, now's the time.
Now's the time to do it,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, I haven't noticed any others like that, in that condition.
Yeah, but you're leaving the stumps in, right? Or
Yeah,
you-
yeah, I'm not taking the stumps out.
Is it gonna use a crane?
Yeah,
Marquee Tree Service is going to do it for me. They mentioned, I don't know the exact process, but they're gonna bring a bucket truck
Oh, okay, so they're gonna roll it
to
over.
come in and take them out. They thought it was a fairly simple
Yeah.
process.
I get a motion. to approve
Mr.
the
Chairman, I make a motion to approve the director's determination for 2 Geraldine Place, map 2, parcel 6A-0.
Second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Next item on the agenda, 1 Poinsettia Ave, map 26A, parcel 26-0. Pave a 30 by 50 area of asphalt for an outdoor recreation area. Good evening, state your name and address, please.
David Meyer, 1 Poinsettia Ave, Tyngsborough, Mass.
So I know, you're right down the street from my house, I know the area. So there's a stream's right behind it. So, the biggest thing is the biggest concern will be putting a filtration trench all the way around the area you're tarring. So any runoff goes into that, and not runs right down the hill to the stream.
Okay.
All right, so that would be the biggest concern for that. You know, it should be a foot wide, foot deep, or at least 6 inches to a foot deep, but you have to put it around the whole edge of it. That's my only concern.
You didn't have a concern about putting a silt fence up now while the work's.
Well, they should put some
Yeah.
straw wattle up.
Straw wattles, have you done that, or you just?
No, I had to shut this down.
Okay, so, that definitely needs to be done.
Yeah,
So, yeah, you should put straw wattle just for, in case we get heavy rain, because you still have a pile of loam there.
Yeah.
All right,
Okay.
sooner the better.
Yeah. Yeah, either way, the straw wall, the silt fence or the straw wall.
Either whatever is easier for you. but
Yeah.
Straw wattle's usually easier, but. You have any questions, concerns, Bruce?
No, I'm good.
No, I'm good with it.
Enrique, you have any?
no.
Rob, you have any?
Nope.
All right, so can we get approval of this with the conditions?
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to motion to approve the director's determination for 1 Poinsettia Ave with the conditions that straw walls are put around the perimeter. as
Some
well,
erosion control, yep.
And also the infiltration trench done also around the perimeter.
Yep. All right, okay?
All right.
Thank
All
you.
right, thank you. Oh,
We got a second.
second.
And I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
I'll go in short and,
What's that?
go in short and it's gonna get done.
We'll inspect it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, before we close them?
We'll be out to look at it, all right? So call us when it's done,
Okay.
all right?
All right. Thank you.
All right,
Thank
thank
you.
you.
Okay.
All right. Florence Way, no updates on progress. Oh, we missed one.
138, Mass.
Oh, we did that first.
No, you didn't. Number 9, 385
Oh,
Dunstable
it's
Road.
okay. You're right. Give me a second.
Covered everything.
Yeah, I know. All right, so Florence Way, enforcement orders, Chestnut, nothing, no updates on progress on Florence Way. So do I get approval of minutes?
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make a motion to approve the minutes of June
24th,
24th.
Second that.
2025. Do I have a second?
I seconded it.
No, I didn't hear you, sorry. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
I read.
No correspondence, new business, we have National Grid vegetation work. So, National, you guys got it all on there?
Yeah, they're all over the place.
You have any questions for Emily to get a hold of National Grid on? No, no old business? So can I get a mission to adjourn?
Mr. Chairman, I make a motion to adjourn.
Second that.
All in favor?
Aye. We have someone here.
What's that? We did that first.
Oh, and she,
Meeting adjourned.
thank you.
Thank you.